I mean, there's so many geese it looks like a plowed field.
Yeah.
That is a lot of birds. That's gonna be a greasy shoot.
Day 3 here in North Dakota, and this is it, the Missouri River. This is the reason why all the birds are here. This is the reason why we're here. This water is gonna stay open. It's negative 10 degrees right now and it's pushing slush, but as you can see behind me, it's still wide open. These geese, they need open water, and when that stops, those geese just fly south. This is the reason they're here. It's the main artery, and this is the reason why North Dakota is such a great place to come.
Part of this game is definitely the scouting, gaining access, getting permission, tracking down landowners. And sometimes that's as simple as knocking on somebody's door and asking if you can hunt. Sometimes that comes from connections as well, through social media and just staying in contact with friends and friendships people have all over the country. And it's a very well-connected community.
One thing like social media provides us is the ability to keep in touch with people so easily. But that ability to see what people are doing and be able to talk back and forth is really pretty cool, and I think it's really unique to waterfowl hunting how tight-knit we are.
We have a friend here who's been out and hunted in Montana with us, Austin. It was really cool to be able to call him, get some preliminary intel before we showed up. Having that community and having those friends is really great. Today, we got to meet a landowner. We actually met him last night, went out, had some drinks with him, hung out, went to dinner with him. Really cool guy. Not only is he giving all of us access to hunt his field through Austin and Austin's relationship with him, but the landowner's gonna join us on a hunt, which I'm really excited about.
And so one of the things we've been struggling with the last couple of days is the regulation on 2 o'clock. We can't hunt past 2 o'clock. But today, Wednesday, we get to hunt past 2 o'clock, and that's when the birds are flying. So we're excited. We're gonna go set up. We're gonna set up right on the edge of this cut corn where the combine came through and knocked all this corn down. The setup here is very simple. The wind's coming out of the southeast, so we're running a long line down the end to get them low over the field as quickly as possible. They ride that line with the call. We build a black hole up here with feeders, walkers, sleepers, pushing into this corn and hopefully cross shoot them a little bit from right here. We will disappear in this hide, and hide is everything, especially late season. We're gonna see how it rolls. We're expecting these geese to fly in about an hour, and we'll be here ready for them. We're really excited about this field. It's been building all week since we've been here. I'm gonna be running a camera today and the gun. The lens that I like to use most is the 24-70 for layout blind hunts like this. It's confined space, so I want something small, but I also want to be able to get the wide angle look and have the ability to do some compressed stuff as well. You're a cute dog, aren't you?
I got most special projects at work.
I'll never forget when my goose hunting mentor, Randy, he told me, we were out in the field, he had just bought a new Canon Rebel. And he's like, you know, Matt, one thing I'll tell you is invest in a camera and start taking photos of these hunts. Because eventually you're gonna get my age, he was 40 at the time, and you just forget so many details of these hunts. So capturing those moments allows you to relive them and also share them with your buddies, right? We're out here in North Dakota right now. We've struggled, but we've had a great time. It's easy to forget that stuff if you don't take photos. What I think it's done for the community is it's allowed people to just be able to relive it and have fun and show other people the really cool stuff that we get to do as hunters.
Birds up, guys. Trees.
Loving it. I want to take these dead geese and put them in the standing corn. They're just not liking something right on top of us. talking about right there. One thing we could do is pull these blinds just into the corn and stand in the corn and see what happens. We would know if it was the blinds at least than if we do hunt this tomorrow.
Hello.
That's it.
Wasn't my best, wasn't my worst, wasn't my first.
Hey,
God willing, won't be my last.
Shot a banded mallard.
Well, yeah.
that's got to highlight it a little bit.
I mean, that's a huge highlight
duh.
for me.
It's got some of that plata y oro. Plata y oro.
Oro.
Gold and silver.
Gold and silver.
Even though it's really stainless steel or aluminum.
That was badass. We had our blinds a little bit too close, and the big groups didn't want to finish, but we did finish singles and pairs. And then the last 15 minutes of shooting light, we wanted to see what was causing them to flare. We took all the blinds, we pulled them back to the edge of the corn, and we just sat and watched. And what we found out was that it was exactly it. The blinds were flaring these geese, and the singles and pairs were fine, but the groups wouldn't do it. We pulled them back, had 2 groups come in, do it perfect, ended up finishing out our limit. We know for tomorrow, we are gonna hunt this field again tomorrow in a little bit different spot. It's the best hunt we've had so far. Can't complain about that.
Shot a duck band today. It's actually my first duck band ever. I've shot goose bands, but this is my first duck band. It was also the first duck band that my pup Led has ever retrieved. We're excited to see what the information is on it. We're gonna get online here and check it out and see where this duck was banded, how old it was, and where it came from. Super pumped about it. Really excited to see what the info is.
216705116. There we go. Banded this year.
North Dakota this year.
Knew it. 3 months ago. Way to go. Congrats. First
Thank
duck
you.
band.
Thank you, buddy. I'm pumped. It's time to throw this joker on the lanyard without opening and bending the band. Here we go. So we've got 25 geese to clean today. Legally, we got to keep a wing attached for transport, so we're going to rip through this process and get all these geese clean, packaged, and tagged for transport so that we can get out hunting today. We're out here on our last day in North Dakota. We just spent the last 45 minutes setting up the decoy spread. Got 2 hours and 10 minutes till we legally have to be done hunting. We're hoping and praying that the birds get up off the river and come and do it right in the decoys.
You know, scouting is everything around here, especially in goose hunting and waterfowl hunting. The new ability to share pins has been really useful for us, not only on a trip like this where you have 2 guys or multiple guys scouting, but at home when you have different scouting routes and you have 4 or 5 guys scouting at a time. Sharing of the pins helps us a ton, knowing where the birds are, where they're roosting, the flight patterns they're taking, so we can make educated decisions on the next day's hunt, right? If we're gonna run traffic, if we're gonna, maybe I have a relationship with a landowner and I got a buddy scouting that route. I know I can give him a call or shoot him a text, whatever it needs to be, but the pin share is really helpful and has been a really vital feature of the app.
Why'd you put your duck band upside down?
Because that's how I like them.
Why did you put the other one right side up?
You know what? Why do you put your left shoe on your left foot and your right shoe on your right foot?
It's the only way it goes.
I'm going to be totally transparent with you right now. Didn't even think about it.
Classic.
But
I think that's the #1 reason why that happened.
I don't care enough to change it. If I just saw it like hanging there, I would never look at that. Well, the other reason I did
Here we go. Did you just see the light bulb turn on? Ding! Actually, now I can read
when
it.
I admire my duck band right here, I'm like, Austin, what time is it?
12:40.
12:40. Hour and 20 minutes.
We got this. We'll get some. We might see some. Come on. Geese, get up.
1:32.
Let's go, geese.
11 minutes. In 11 minutes, you can have a couple groups do it, but that means we need to see them like right now. Working, girl. It does. You hate having such a good hide and having to be done in 1 minute. Oh boy. Well, gets us on the road quicker.
217. First group. You know, we came here with the understanding that we knew there was going to be a lot of birds, right? A few things you can't control is the weather. I think the hunting is really good here. The time cap is what's getting us. If somebody's ever thinking about coming out here, what I would advise is to maybe schedule your hunt not for the week. Schedule your first day of hunting on Wednesday. And then you have 2 days where you have to do the 2 o'clock time cap. And then Saturday, Sunday, you could hunt after 2. So you could do Saturday, Sunday, and then go home on Sunday night. I think that would probably be
Thursday, Friday to scout. For Saturday, Sunday too.
But the access is good. There's stuff you can get on. Plenty of birds, plenty of traffic. If there's white, you can traffic in any one of these fields. I mean, all in all, I think it's a killer spot to come. You know, the Arctic blast is proven to make it challenging for us, but we still had fun. Shot some birds.
Got a banded mallard, 1 duck. What are the odds?
Yeah. At the end of the day, can't get them from the couch.